let's have just a conversation about the Saudi League, because to be honest, some things that are happening are crazy to even put into words. So I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts on the Saudi League and what's really happening in football as we speak. So as I'm talking to you right now, Henderson, the Liverpool captain, has accepted a 700k a week contract to a team called El Ettifaq or something like that. El Ettifaq, the team that Steven Gerrard is managing. And to be honest, who expected that deal to actually happen? Not a lot. We thought some people thought that Henderson was going to stay, but I came out yesterday. You can check it out. There is actually a video on the Connect where I said that you cannot hold on to a player. You cannot try to control as much as what Henderson has done for the club. You need to give him the respect he deserves, and he has earned each and every one of you's respect. So let him make his decision about his future, and all of us have to actually learn and actually support whatever he decides. So that is done, and according to what we're being told right now, Henderson has accepted. Now the situation is between Liverpool and the club. Liverpool's asking price, according to Sky Sports rumors, they're saying they're asking for around 20 million pounds or euros. I'm not really sure, whatever that is. So they're asking for 20 million euros. While we are talking about that, while that thing is being wrapped up, another team from Saudi, I think is it El Hal or something, I don't really know. You know, the Saudi league are really confusing, have come up and said that they are willing to offer Liverpool 40 million for Fabinho. Now when you think of Fabinho, you'll be like, okay, that's really crazy. So what you're being told is this: it looks like negotiations actually happening between the teams and also Fabinho. Um, I really don't know what's gonna happen, because the weeks ago we got some rumors Liverpool talking about that there is an amber light when it comes to Henderson moving, and there's probably a red light when it comes to Fabinho moving. But now, as things stands, it looks like these two are about to leave, both of them. And remember, Liverpool signed Fabinho for 40 million as well, about 5 years ago. So a team is coming out and they're saying that they're going to sign the player for the same amount of money. So in other words, there's really no any losses that are there really. It's just Liverpool moving on. The player who has come and achieved so much with the club and left as well, while retaining the same profit. So there's really no loss. But it's actually one of the best things that could happen to Liverpool when you really think about money wise. They can now take that and reinvest into younger talents, if that could be a possibility. Remember, we were linked to players like Thuram. I believe now it's time for Liverpool to bring Thuram as well as a replacement of Henderson. And maybe, just maybe, if I'm hoping, they go and try to sign Tchouameni from Real Madrid as a replacement for Fabinho, because I feel like we really need some serious legs now in the midfield. Because now let me tell you something that is interesting. If all the rumors we are being told are true, that Liverpool's midfielder is about to leave. And by the way, I've only talked about two. There's also Thiago Alcantara as well as part of this. There are rumors that Barcelona wants to sign him, as well as the team called Galacticos. And it looks like the relationship between Thiago Alcantara and the manager of Barcelona, Xavi, looks like to be strong. So you might not be surprised if you hear, rumors that he could be leaving as well to go to Barcelona. So, in other words, it means from the senior midfielders of Liverpool of last season, only Curtis Jones will be left, because I think he's the oldest a bit when you talk. He'll be the left alongside with Harvey Elliott. But how old is Harvey Elliott? I think it's still 19 or something. So that in itself, it's we are really talking of some unprecedented situation. Now we are at a place we never thought we would be. Liverpool talked about a rebuild, but nobody expected the Qatari to come and buy Liverpool's finished players. Let's be honest. Henderson is a good leader, but he no longer has legs. Thiago Alcantara is a good player, but no legs as well. Fabinho, last season, the drop off was just massive, and we could see the difference between the Fabinho we usually knew and with the player we were playing with. So, imagine all those players are sold. Let's talk about an estimation they managed to raise around 80 because they want 20 for Henderson, and also Fabinho is giving 40. That's already 60. Maybe we say 10 for Alcantara, maybe 20 as well. That is already 80 million pounds or euros that has been raised. And imagine that money being reinvested to. Remember, this is the money that FSG and Klopp did not even plan that it would come. This is just extra money that they can reinvest in buying a midfielder who was not even in their plans. That's why I'm saying maybe too many, because we needed a DM as really a senior DM who can come in and fit into the team. Because I don't think at this moment Romeo Lavia is actually the best DM you can buy. This one, he was somebody who was supposed to learn from Fabinho and eventually replace him. But now we actually need somebody who can fit into the team. And when you think about it, in my eyes, I only see it too many. That's why Klopp wanted him last summer. Was willing to spend around 100 million pounds, euros. I think, yeah, I think this is the best player that Liverpool can go on for. But there's a lot of things that can still happen. Maybe the deal for Henderson, they might say that they can only offer maybe 10 or 15. You never know. So they're still busy discussing how the negotiations are gonna go. But this is crazy, people. Things have now turned from it. It's a what we call a 360. Nobody really expected this. We are now here talking about Liverpool's rejects. Not really rejects. They're not really rejects. Liverpool's finished players being taken for so much amount that they can actually help to reinvest into the club. I don't know what's gonna happen, people. I am just gonna be watching. This is where we are now. When we talk of the Saudi as well, we are also being told that they are talking to Fulham because they want to sign Mitrovic. Mitrovic, they even bid for 25, but Fulham refused, so there's still more to go into that deal. Mirez looks like it's almost done. He's about to move to Saudi as well. But there's still so much to be done as well in terms of his movement, if it's gonna really happen. And there are so many players who are moving, people, and I don't really know what to say. We saw it with the Chelsea players, the way they were moving, the Koulibaly, the Mendy, everyone. They had all the players. They actually left. Now they're coming to Liverpool. They want the skipper. They want Fabinho. And we never know. Maybe they might even come for Joe Matip. I'm just throwing things out there now because it looks like now the Saudi League is now has put their light bulb on Liverpool. And I know I'm one of the people who came and actually tried to accuse Chelsea of doing these things. But now when you see the type of players that they're signing at my club, as much as I would want to keep the same energy, of course I'll keep the same energy, but you can see that this is just a league that is out to get anything that is there, that can walk, that has 2 feet, that has proved that can play football. They're just out to get it, and now that's where we are. How would it play out? I don't really want to even try to predict. I don't really even know it or even have the right words to say. But one thing I can tell you, I'm just going to be observing, looking at how the situation will play out, and maybe come back in a few weeks and talk about what has happened and what Liverpool are doing to make it maybe better, if that is the right word. But yeah, that's where we are, people. This is my update of the Saudi League coming on and spending so much money to clear out the players who are eventually or who are really finished for Liverpool. Henderson and Fabinho. Thiago Alcantara could be going to Barcelona. Maybe they need the leadership because remember, Barcelona has so many youngsters and Lewandowski cannot be the only player who's able to manage all this. Have a Thiago Alcantara in the midfield. Recreate that chemistry of Lewandowski and Thiago, and the things will go well. As a Liverpool fan at this moment, all I want is that my club to be really, really strong when it comes to next season. I told you that talk about a new era. This is now a real definition of a new era for Liverpool. The strike force, they did it last season when you really think about it. Only Salah is left. The midfield, they are doing it this season and in a huge way. Don't be surprised that next season we'll be seeing some replacement of Virgil van Dijk. They're already trying to talk about, they're talking of Liverpool as a already a starting point. Don't be surprised that it's actually a long-term starting point that will build until the days that Van Dijk actually leaves and Konate and Cowell becomes the strongest Liverpool defense that we will have building on to the future. But Chelsea fans don't want me to talk about that one. In fact, they'll put my head on a spike. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I'm just gonna observe like any other fan who's really shocked over what's happening with the Saudi League coming after any breathing player that is there in the Premier League. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you really think about the Saudi League? Where do you see Liverpool's midfield looking like come next season when it actually begins 2023-2024 season? Because at this moment I'm really confused, and now because of this revamp, if it even happens, all these players leave, what can your realistic goal of Liverpool achievements be? What are you really expecting to see from Liverpool? Because I did not expect so many players like this to leave. Keita, Oaks, Milner, Henderson, Thiago, Fabinho, 6 midfielders living in one summer. I've never seen that before. And won't that even leave Liverpool in trouble? I know we've got the McAllister, we've got domestic Dominic Slobita. Yo. Anyway, my head is just playing with me. And now we're trying to build something. Maybe they'll go for Romeo Lavia. Maybe we actually go back to Kepren Turam. Or maybe we'll actually go get the big one. Man, I want Tchouameni in my team. I really want Tchouameni. I'm hoping that this helps Liverpool to get him, and I'm hoping Real Madrid come up to an understanding with Liverpool. Just give us the player, man. I need my team strong. You've got Kamavinga, and I'm telling you, he's the kid to build from. He can play as a DM for years and years to come. And even Jude Bellingham can play in any position. You have that Turkey kid who looks like he's gonna be a nightmare come next season. You've got it all, Real Madrid. Just give me two, man. Give me. And I'm even talking about, I even forgot, you've got Valverde as well. There's so much. Just give me the too many plays. Anyway, I'm just throwing out there to the atmosphere. Real Madrid fans, you can also react and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm out. Click the like button, subscribe to the content. This was the transfer roundout special, Liverpool style. As it seems like now we are only focusing on Liverpool. There are no really big deals that are happening. In fact, what we are only expecting is today to be given an official announcement that Declan Rice is now officially an Arsenal player. Maybe Timber as well, because now they're preparing to go and really kickstart their preseason. They played the game yesterday. They drew 1-1. Jorginho, I think, passed it to a midfield of another team, and it was an easy goal because there was no keeper at the back. But Saka already scored his first preseason goal. Manchester United played as well against Leeds yesterday. It was a good game. To those who watch, I heard so many people talking about how much they were impressed by Mason Mount. It seems like he's going to be the limelight of the preseason. Every touch that he makes, every United fan is going to make it look like he has been talking to God. So I hope you get what I mean. So anyway, I'm out. Click the like button, subscribe to the content. We'll be back again with another one very, very soon. Let's see. Peace. Another Friday. Players might be leaving Liverpool. So let's go watch.